First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to YAHAWAH, Ahchyam, YAHAWAHSHI. Second, I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders, GreatMillstone, who rule well. Third, I want to say shalom to you elect out there pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. And peace and sincerity to you, keep pushing. So this topic we're going to be going on is basically talking about that spiritual power, that has to be tapped, and how the Lord makes us like fishers of men, and how those fishing rods eventually turn into rods that He gives us to have power over the nations, So right now I'm gonna go through the spirit. I'm gonna get a few words, You might see me break out the Strongs, so I'm just gonna hop right into it. This is Revelations 2:26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my work unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And I'm gonna get that word give in the Strongs. One sec. Revelations 2. Here, slide. Give. Baby rolling slow, but we gonna get there. Okay, here we go. So first thing I want to get is this word give in the Strongs. I don't know if you guys ever looked it up, but Revelations 2:26, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto him, unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. To get that word give in the Strongs. And that word is didome. Okay, I'm gonna get that. A prolonged form of a primary verb, which is used in alternate in most of the tense. To give, use is very wide application, properly by implication, literally or figuratively, given, modified by the connection. Adventure, bestow, bring forth, commit, deliver, give, grant, hinder, make, minister, number, offer, have, power, put, receive, set, shew, smite. With the hand, strike, with palm, suffer, take, utterly yield. Let's keep going. Give, grant, put, show, deliver, make, misc. So I want to make 2 points, okay? Because if you see, here, let's go. It says, adventure, bestow, bring forth, man. And that word, like, teach, basically means to bring out, or bring forth what you already know. You see what I'm saying? Because you have to remember that these bodies, they're the things that are recycled, We have to shave off the old man and become the new man. So these vessels that we're in, they're the old vessels, but you can't put new wine in old bottles, man. So you have to basically just completely destroy that old bottle that you have, put on that new man, spiritually, you see? And to bring forth, to teach, basically to bring forth that knowledge you already have, because it's not about, it's the power, that the things that we may have done, the miracles we may have performed in past lives, YAHAWAH, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, brothers, those men that very well are those men that were performing those miracles, in a past life, you see? Healing brothers, raising them up from the dead, things like that, because that power is coming, you see what I'm saying? So you're going to get it on this side, because as Esau and, all the wicked keeps getting up worse and worse on the left-hand side, you're going to have to get that power on the right-hand side, you see? But the thing about it is that it has to be brought forth, you see what I'm saying? He's going to give you that power over the nations, okay? Before you get in those new bodies, you're gonna have some power on this end too. You better believe it, to perform those miracles, you see? It won't be on the same level as you will be, obviously, when you're in your glorified form, but you're gonna have some power. So get ready for it, man. Because he says he's going to give you power over the nations, And why that might not be yet, to give means to be brought forth. And I want to get another point, okay? Because the it says give, grant, put, show, deliver, make, misk, okay? So deliver, you see? Because YAHAWAHSHI, he's a deliverer, man. So he said he's going to deliver you, man. He's going to deliver power over the nations, And he's talking about that elect. So who is he delivering? The elect, So that word give right there means to deliver, means to bring forth. And he's dealing with the elect, okay? Now I'm going to get that word fish. Because this is what you got to do, man. Because you remember the spirit goes up, you see? And then you might be in his wicked ass flesh, but to be taught, to be give, to bring forth, to be brought out, that power that's already in you. It's just about how much do you believe or not, Hebrews 11, faith is the hope is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen, So as you read and you study in this truth, what you're really doing is because you've done this before, Regeneration is real, okay? I want you to pay close attention, You've done this before. So as you read and study, really what you're doing is the scriptures, YAHAWAHSHI being a teacher, YAHAWAH Ahchyam YAHAWAHSHI is a teacher, Wisdom is what you're getting, And you're the student. And what are you doing is he's giving you, you see, that word give means to bring out, brought out, Deliver. He's delivering you through the scriptures out of this hell, He's giving you, bringing forth, bringing out, teaching you what's already in you, So you have that power in you to do it, but it's about you waking up, High time you wake out of sleep, You have that power in you to do those things, Faith, the size of the grain of mustard seed. See what I'm saying? But let me keep going because it gets deeper. I'm gonna get that word fishers. It's that word fisher in the Greek, Strong's G231, Matthews 4 and 19. And he saith unto them, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. And what does a fisher do, He sits on the water with his rod, Right now it's a fishing rod, You have to put in that work, and eventually it's going to a rod of iron, another type of rod of iron, in which you're going to have power over the nations, you know what I'm saying? But that word fish, let's get it. Fisher. Haleios. A sailor as engaged on the salt water, that is by implication a fisherman's. Okay, so it says engaged on the salt water, man. And who's that salt water? Is not Israel, it's not Jake, the salt of the earth, It's not this truth, that living water, you see? So what you're trying to do is you're trying to get those that have that zeal, you see that salt? It's those Israelites with that zeal, okay? And that water is this truth, okay? And you're on that salt water. And your job, Slocky, it's kind of cool. And your job is to bring in those that have that zeal, that hear his voice, whether they be stiff-necked or not, because Jonah didn't want to go to Nineveh, but he did anyway. So not all the prophets and all the men of the Lord are going to be people that want to, do their job, but it's your job to reel them in regardless, And you don't just be pulling in all types of shit, it's not our job to dictate what we're going to do on the line, It's up to the Most High, YAHAWAH Ahchyam YAHAWAHSHI, who we reel in, because really it's by his current, You see? Feed the sheep, Feed the lamb, When you're young in this thing, you're a lamb, okay? When they get older, they're sheep. Guess what? You still feed them, And when they're aged, sheep, still feed them, Because really, wisdom is the application of knowledge, you see? And wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of your times, you see? So the application of knowledge is what you learn throughout the scriptures. What you're learning is basically being brought forth of the things that you may have done in the reincarnation. You see what I'm saying? So that power is already in you, but it's up to you to study and bring it out. You know, the more you study, the more you'll bring it out, and the more you'll be gifted, and the more you'll wake up. You know, and you'll come back to who you are. You see? Should not you awake in the land of your captivity? You know, it's that time. You know, high time you wake out of sleep. But I'm gonna start getting to some scriptures. You know, to back up what I'm saying. Okay. Let's go. Revelations 2:26, I just read it. And he that overcometh and keepeth my work unto the end, to him shall I give power over the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As a vessel of a potter shall they be broken to shivers. Even as I receive my Father, you see? So give, as I just brought out in the Strongs, that word give means to like basically bring forth, you know? Means to deliver. YAHAWAHSHI, the deliverer. Okay? Get to some more notes. This Matthew's 9 and 8, you know, because this is like when he was performing. If I remember, there was like certain scribes, you know, that basically just shit talking, you know. But it's Matthew's 9 verse 8. But when the multitude saw it, they marveled and glorified YAHAWAH Ahchyam YAHAWAHSHI, the Yahweh that which had given such power unto men. You see, give. You see, that was one of the definitions. To give, bring forth. You know, deliver. So, hey, he gives that power unto men. You know, thing about it is that it's not about having the power, man. It's about knowing why you need it, you know, having a reason to use it, you know. Now, because the shepherd needs power to protect the sheep, you know. That's really what it is. Now it's about whether you have the faith to believe that you have that in you, you know, because some of you may already have abilities, you know. YAHAWAH, you know, the Lord grants those things to you, you know, but it's about you learning and gaining wisdom in His truth and bringing it out, you see, because He'll give you power on this side, you know. It won't be to the magnitude of obviously in our glorified bodies, you know, but it's gonna happen, you know. It happened all throughout the scriptures, you know, and you are those men that were doing that in the past, you know, but it's about you waking up and coming to and believing that the Lord will give it to you on this side again, you know, in His new vessel, I should say, you know. Let's see. Purge himself, be sanctified. Let's see. Because wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Let's see. The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health to flourish, both which are the gifts of Yahweh. And it enlargeth their rejoicing that love Him. Okay? And what is the fear of the Lord? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Is the beginning of wisdom. Okay? And I'm gonna keep going down. Wisdom reigneth down skill and knowledge of understanding, standing, and exalted them that honor to hold her fast. So wisdom reigneth down skill, man. The root of wisdom is to fear the Lord, and the branches thereof are long life. And the fear of the Lord is to hate evil and all those things that come with it, you know, to remove yourself from this world, to become a spiritual man, you know, because as long as you're trying to be a physical carnal man, you know, you're not gonna, that power is not gonna come to you, man. You gotta get rid of this flesh, man. And while you can't probably do it physically on this side yet, you know, you gotta do it, man. Otherwise, you ain't getting shit. You can't take it with you, right? It's cold as shit. I'm gonna keep going though, because I'm in the spirit. Let's get it. It's Baruch 2:30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves, man. That's pretty self-explanatory right there. Let's get it. Romans 13:11, like I was quoting. And that, I'm sorry, I'll start up one more. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. And that, knowing the time, now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. So do you believe, do you believe that you have that power and that ability, man? That capability of having that power and that ability? Or do you just believe, are in your spirit, do you believe that, oh, this is all a fairy tale, man? You gotta sit down and examine yourself, man. Because rather you believe it or not, you actually do already have that power, man. You already have the power to raise the dead, man. Because what do? We go out there with this truth, and those valley of dry bones, and raise them from the dead, man. So you gotta examine yourself, man. Ask yourself, do you actually believe in this thing, man? Do you believe the Lord rose from the dead, man? Let's see. Let's keep going. Same as you see. That's good. Here it goes. Therefore I speak unto them in parables, Matthew 13:13, because they seeing not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. It's a gift, okay? It's a gift. When are you gonna unwrap it, man? When are you gonna use it? Let's keep going. Luke 6:49. But he that hear, I'll start at 48. I'll start at 47. Whosoever cometh to me, music about to die out. Whosoever cometh to me and heareth my sayings and doeth them, I will show you to whom he is like. He is like a man which buildeth a house and diggeth deep and layeth the foundation on the rock. And when the flood arose, the stream beat vehemently upon that house and could not shake it, for it was founded upon a rock, man. And that flood is this word, man. I mean, I can't say that verbatim, but metaphorically speaking, for this topic, that flood would be this word. And I'm gonna keep going. But he that heareth and doeth not is like a man that without a foundation buildeth a house upon the earth, against which the stream did beat vehemently, and immediately it fell and ruined that house. Was great, man, because this is that. What are we building? We build a third temple. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. You see what I'm saying? And as we push this truth, and it grows and it grows and it grows and it grows and it grows, it's flooding. It's like a flood, because it'll start with some water, out there. Hey, you got a few prophets out there. Oh, okay, no big deal. We keep it pushing. Then people start noticing. Oh man, there's more and more prophets. Oh, guess I can't get away from the word. Guess what? It's a flood, man. And eventually, that flood is going to take down all that is built with untempered mortar, man. All that those that have unstable foundations, man. Going into the ways of this world, On one side is fire, on the other side is water, On one side is fire, being those deceit, those wicked ass spirits, Other side water, being heavy, diluting doctrines, man. Doctrines of devils and shit like that, man. And it's easy to fall for each side, man. But you got to walk that thin line, man, which is this truth, And the road on this truth ain't a yellow brick road, man. It ain't gold, okay? It's fucked up. You got to have power alone just to even walk the road, man. We spiritual bodybuilders, man. You don't see it now, but hey, once he click, man, that power gonna click, and you're gonna be all right, man. Because the end is declared from the beginning, you know. Let's see. Set up the bands over, Lord says, anointed, this holy heaven, trust in chariots. Here we go, right here. I'll get Psalms 20 and 7. YAHAWAH, Yapa. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we will remember the name of the Lord, okay, our God. They are brought down and fallen, but we are risen and stand upright. Save, Lord YAHAWAHSHI Yahawashi. Let the King hear us when we call. I'm about to close it out. It says, I'll go up to 5. We will rejoice in the salvation, okay? And in the name of our power, we will set our banners. The Lord fulfill all petitions. Let me see. I'll start up a little. God of Jacob defending, sanctify Salon, according to our heart, fill the console. So I'll hear thee in a day. Send the help, the sanctuary and strength. Remember all the offerings, step to better Salon, fill it, rejoice in the fulfill. Here will save the Savior's right hand. Con. So basically, the men of the Lord, we're going to trust in the name of the Lord, man. Psalms 20 and 7, I'll read it again. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, man. But we will remember the name of the Lord, our power, man. That's what we trust in. We trust in that name, man. That name is a strong tower, okay? And with that name comes power, okay? Let's see. Let's see. So wisdom raining down skill and knowledge. Let's get it. It's Proverbs 18 and 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe, man. So that name is important. You can't just call him whatever, man. There's gonna be no more the unknown God, man. You can be stiff necked all you want, man. But the point of the topic was that, hey, it's all about that power. That power's in you, man. That power's in you to do some crazy stuff, man. If it's all under the spirit of YAHAWAHSHI Yahawashi, he'll grant that to you. But you have to believe, man. You have to bring it out through much wisdom, through much studying, you know? Study to show thyself approved. Approved for what, man? Approved for what, man? You got to bring it out, man. You got to draw it out of you, but through the spirit, you know? And then the Lord will gift these things to you. Let's see. I don't know why I keep going up. I'll probably close it out soon. Kind of hitting that 30-minute mark almost. Let's see. 2 Timothy 2 and 15. I'll start up a little bit. 14. Of these things, put them in remembrance. So put them in remembrance, man. You get it? Put them in remembrance. Charging them before the Lord that they strive not about words to no profit, but the subverting of the hearers. Study to show thyself approved unto God, YAHAWAHSHI Yahawashi, and put it into remembrance, man. Bring it out, you know. Draw it forth, you know. That what you already understand, but the Lord's drawing it out. A workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth, man. Because everybody can't get it because it wasn't in them to be drawn out in the first place, man. That's the whole point, man. It was only in the men of the Lord, okay? And with that, you know, it begins to click, you know. It begins to make sense, you know. It can't be given to everybody because to teach would be to draw it out, man. To draw out that which is already in you, man. You got to put it back into remembrance, man. And when you go, you read on the ancient prophets, you know, what they were doing, you know, the miracles they were performing, the works they were doing, you know. You got to be like, damn, they were in the flesh when they were doing that, man, but they were in the spirit because they withdraw themselves because they shaved off and put out the old man. They killed that dude. And they were in the spirit, man. Because I'm gonna keep going. I'm about to close it out. So. What if I read this already? 2 and 21. A man therefore purges something. Here we go. 2 Timothy 2 and 21. I was in this chapter already, but I'm going to go down. If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work, man. So that seed, that soil that's being planted, seeds really, I would say, that water plants that seed, and that soil is your mind, your lob. So I don't know. Hopefully I wasn't too confusing. Always, looking for the correction of brothers, make sure I'm strong and straight. But yeah, man. It's already been declared from the beginning, man. It says in the last days you shall stand in your lot, man. Okay? So it's in you. You just got to draw it out. You got to believe and you got to draw it out, So with that, I'm going to say, double honor to the apostles of L's GreatMillstone. First and foremost, I want to say, all praise, glory, and honor be unto YAHAWAH Ahchyam, YAHAWAHSHI. YAHAWAH being the name of the Heavenly Father, YAHAWAHSHI being the name of his only God Son, double honor to the apostle of L's GreatMillstone, who rule well, who do have the true doctrine, you know what I'm saying? And those that are under the same doctrine, that might not be in our camp specifically, but have the same doctrine, peace and Kal Ahab to you too, you know what I'm saying? All love to you too, man. Ahchyam, Ahchyam YAHAWAH, because it's not a GMS thing specifically, man. It's a truth thing, okay? And to those that still stuck on a confusion face, y'all can just, I don't even know what to say about y'all. Y'all just done. But yeah, so lastly, I want to say, Shalom, Habla, Bakiyash, Sharala, to you elect out there pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Because, peace and love to you, in all weather, because it's cold as shit out here. I'm not even gonna lie. but hey, we do it, man. And we get up, we push the plow, in season, out of season, any weather, And with that plow, that work is dirty work, but guess what, that dirty work, get you a clean reward, because hey, you're not putting in work. Why your clothes need to be changed, man? Why you need to be dressed in white, man? Why you need to be garment down to the foot, man? You ain't even dirty. Hey, with that, shalom, y'all.